welcome to my humble abode. Today I'm going to be reacting to some Mind Junkie, and I'm going to be rating some spooky videos as usual. Of course, if you want to watch it without me yapping, go ahead, check out his channel. I'll link it down below in the description. And yeah, let's go ahead and get watching.
TikTok user Tender Slug begins documenting unexplained activity that only occurs when she's home alone. For weeks, she's been hearing heavy footsteps moving up and down her staircase. At first, she tried to explain them away as the house settling or pipes creaking, but I
mean, it's true. It's true. If you got an old house, you'll be hearing a lot of noises that you think are not normal, but they are actually normal, but it's just the house literally like on its last legs because it's so freaking old.
Sounds were too deliberate and consistent to dismiss. She finally decides to record what she's been hearing.
That definitely does sound like someone's running up and down her stairs, or at least on the wooden floorboards. But she does have a second story, and she's not exactly like panning over to show us it for some reason. Why don't you just like pan over and like show all of it, just to show us that there is no one there home with you actually running there? You need to do better than that. You need to do better than that. So far, I'm not thinking that it's a ghost or anything. Come on.
The audio clearly captures the sound of heavy footsteps rapidly moving up and down the stairs. Tender Slug remains completely still while filming, proving the sounds aren't coming from her movements.
Well, yeah, they're not coming from her clearly, but she's not pinning over this side. This side is where we need to see. This is where the person's running. Right? It doesn't have to be right here. Again, just like pan over and show us that nobody's there. It shouldn't be that hard to do.
No one else is in the house, yet something is clearly moving up and down that staircase. The footsteps sound like someone running, creating loud impacts on each step, but capturing evidence of the phenomenon only made things worse. The activity begins happening every single day, and soon, Tender Slug realizes the entity isn't limiting itself to just one location anymore.
Why did it start happening every day right after you start like taping it, like videoing it? That seems a bit suspicious that things start to happen even more after you record. Nah, I don't know if I believe that one, guys, I don't. And now it's moving to a different location? How convenient.
Guys, I'm hearing it again, but from downstairs this time. Yeah, nope.
That doesn't sound like heavy footsteps. It sounds like someone's literally down there banging on the wall. Like they're just like, they have something like heavy, right? And they're just like smacking against the wall. That doesn't actually sound like footsteps coming up and down the staircase in the basement.
The basement stairs are now experiencing the same unexplained footsteps. Whatever is causing this has claimed another part of her home. The most terrifying discovery was yet to come. Days later, while
Girl, just go down there. If you're hearing though, I'm sorry, is that a snake? Is that like a rubber snake right there? That's fucking weird. I don't know. Anywho, march your butt down there and show us, bring your camera down there and show us that there's nobody there just smacking on the walls. Cause that's definitely not someone or something walking up and down your stairs. But if you're scared, all right, go ahead and, you know, bring your bat down there. Show whoever's down there is boss. Be like, hey, shut the fuck up, all right? Shut the fuck up. You're making too much damn noise. Shit. Bring your bat and your camera so we can all see it, all right? So there's no like flaws in your video about if this is like paranormal or not. But yeah.
whatever is causing this has claimed another part of her home. The most terrifying discovery was yet to come. Days later, while working upstairs, Tender Slug hears something that makes her blood run cold.
I keep hearing somebody walk up and down my stairs, but there is obviously nobody there. There's nothing there.
I mean, that definitely sounds like someone is walking up and down the stairs for sure. But did you hear that? There was like a little clink, like someone else was home, like maybe in like the kitchen or something. There's like a little clink of like utensils or like a glass cup or something. Hold on. There. Did you hear that? Clink. The little clink sound. So there is someone home. She's not alone. She's not alone. There's someone there. Do I believe she's actually like looking at a ghost or like hearing a ghost? No, I don't. This could definitely 100% be like edited in, like the sounds of footsteps coming up and down the stairs. And she's just videoing it there silently, and then we're like, yeah, you all hear this noise, right? Me too. This is scary. Meanwhile, there is no noise going on. It's just very silent.
Nothing there. And it keeps coming up and down, up and down.
The main staircase erupts with footsteps again, this time directly below where she's standing. Whatever is running up and down those stairs shows no signs of stopping. Every time Tenderslug is alone in her house, the footsteps return. Multiple staircases, multiple times a day, always. When she's by herself.
I can see you.
I can see you. Okay, buddy. Calm down. Calm down. No. But did you hear that multiple times a day when she's alone? But she wasn't alone. We heard that little clink, probably from the kitchen downstairs or maybe even behind her. We don't know. But she's definitely not alone in the house. And I don't believe there's any ghost activity in her home. This was edited in post video. Otherwise, she would have walked down the fucking stairs and shown us down in the basement that there was no one there, you know, banging on the walls. She would have shown us upstairs, you know, the first time that there was no one there. And then this time she would have walked down the stairs and up so we could hear what her stairs sound like when she herself walks up and down them. You gotta think about that one. Ratbot, do you think this is a ghost, or is she just messing with us?
Amazeballs.
Amazeballs? Nah, what the hell do you mean? Amazeballs? That's not amazeballs. She's messing with us. She's literally messing with us. What are you talking about? It's not that amazing. We can totally debunk this genuinely. But for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5 Oogie Boogies. It wasn't that scary, and it can be easily debunked. So, GG's. Reactbot, what are you gonna rate this?
Alrighty then.
Alright, I guess he agrees with me. Just 1 out of 5 Oogie Boogies. So, there you have it. Reactbot has spoken. Next.
She doesn't even go here.
The White Lady's Highway.
The Jalan Raya
Spooky.
bypass in rural Indonesia has a reputation that keeps most locals off the road after midnight. Drivers call it the White Lady's Highway. The legend dates back to 1997, when a bride disappeared on her wedding night while travelling this exact route. Her body was never found, but her white wedding dress was discovered hanging from a tree at kilometre marker 47.
I mean, hey, maybe she just didn't want to get married, you know? She's a runaway bride, you know? She's a runaway bride. She just didn't want to get married. She got cold feet. She was like, this shit ain't for me. And just ran away. She brought an extra pair of clothes with her, took her like dress off and like changed into regular clothes so nobody would notice or find her. And then she hung it up on a tree somewhere. Maybe she didn't want to be found. Who knows? Who knows? Ratbot, what do you think about runaway brides?
You guys are all my friends.
No, that has no... You didn't answer my question, my guy. I guess he doesn't have a thought about it or an idea. Oh well.
Instagram user Kang Soets had heard the stories but dismissed them as superstition. He'd driven this highway hundreds of times during his night shifts without incident. But on July the 25th, his dashcam captured something that changed his perspective entirely.
Oh? That's just a woman. What? That's a woman in a
Figure
robe.
in white appears standing motionless on the roadside. What makes this footage disturbing isn't just the white clothing, it's the location. The figure is positioned at the exact kilometre marker where the wedding dress was found.
Alright, relax. Relax. That's just a woman in a robe. She's either sleepwalking or she's just lost and trying to get home. Who knows? Maybe she has amnesia. We don't know. But that's definitely not a ghost, all right? That's definitely not the white lady, because that's not a wedding dress. That's a robe. That's not a wedding dress. This don't look like a wedding dress, and this don't look like no goddamn ghost. What the frick, Ratbot? Is this a ghost?
Shazam!
That don't make any goddamn sense. Are you saying this is a ghost? Or are you saying it's not a ghost? Maybe you're saying it is a ghost because Shazam, maybe that sounds like magical? I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't, I don't know, but I certainly don't believe it.
It's the location. The figure is positioned at the exact kilometer marker where the wedding dress was found decades ago. When Kang Soets reviewed his dashcam footage, he noticed something he missed while driving. The figure casts no shadow, despite being directly in his headlights.
There's a little bit of shadow right here. The shadow right here. It's like a very faint shadow, but it's a shadow. All right, or maybe the shadow's right here because it's darker. I guess that would make more sense because the line right here, it goes through, but it doesn't actually go through here because of her shadow. Because she's a person, not a ghost. Ratbot, that is a shadow, right?
Bro has no life.
I kind of agree. You have no life when you say this is a ghost, but it's literally just a woman on the highway in her robe, in her nightgown. No, that's definitely her shadow. For sure. And how do you not see it when you're driving? She's right there. Both of your cameras picked it up. She's right there.
He immediately checked the date and was shocked to discover this day, July the 25th, was the anniversary of the bride's disappearance. Local drivers refused to use this highway on that specific date, but Kang Soets didn't know until it was too late.
Wow, how convenient. Kilometer 47 and on the exact date of her running away from her own wedding. How convenient. That's just a nice story that people make up so they can have something spooky to tell everybody. But do I believe it? Hell no. That's just some woman again on the sidewalk or the highway. The sidewalk of the highway, whatever. See, this is a real person. You can see her little feeties. Her feeties right there. Right there. I'm not believing this one once again. That's your friend or that's just some woman out to fuck with people because, it's the date. So of course she's gotta, troll people. Make some of that good video. But either way, I don't believe it. I'm gonna give this one a solid 1 out of 5 Oogie Boogies. I just don't believe it. I don't. Everything in this video just seems fake to me. It just screams made up for this video. And nothing really happened. I mean, you just saw a woman and then you drove home. That was it. And you didn't even really see her. Your cameras picked her up, but whatever. Ratbot, what do you rate this?
Edit. Thanks for the likes.
Facts. Thanks for the likes. Y'all should be liking this video already. Sheesh. Because we are debunking these videos left and right. Left and right. Next.
She doesn't even go here.
Through the painting.
Rock City Bakery in West Virginia has been experiencing unexplained activity for years. Co-owner Morgan and her staff have grown accustomed to items being moved around the shop overnight, but one particular type of object kept reappearing no matter what they did. Plastic bowls, shaped like spider webs, would consistently turn up in locations where they shouldn't be. The staff jokingly blamed Harry, their nickname for whatever presence haunts the bakery. Morgan eventually threw away every spider bowl in the shop, hoping to end the activity. It worked.
A spider bowl? Why? What's the story behind these plastic spider bowls? I mean, they looked fun and festive, like for Halloween for sure, but like, is there a story? Like, who's Harry? Who's the ghost that lives in this bakery? Why is he there? Why does he like these plastic bowls that have spiders on them? I don't know, there's just so many questions that we need answers to before we get into this, but I don't think we're gonna get those answers, unfortunately. So let's continue.
For several months, until one busy afternoon when Morgan discovered a spiderweb bowl sitting on the customer couch. Confused about how it got there, she reviewed the security footage.
Oh shit. Well, that definitely is the spider bowl because you can see the spider there and the little webs, It's cute, but goddamn, someone just threw that fucking bowl and it just bounced off this picture and fell down. Shit bounced with actually a lot of force. Why would someone throw the ball at a picture? Goddamn. Yeah. Look at how much force that, like, someone just, all right. Someone was out of frame and they just, fuckers just chucked it. You could chuck it at the ceiling, right? And get it directly to bounce. I don't know if they were trying to go for this exact picture, but physics and geography and all that about angles and stuff, you like bounce it off the roof with enough force, it'll hit something else, which it hits this picture, then gets onto the couch. I just debunked it for you. Someone's trying to fuck with you. They're trying to mess with you. They're trying to have a grand old time. Or it's you who's trying to fuck with everybody else and make a video out of it. I don't know. Ratbot, what do you think of this?
Damn, that's crazy.
Crazy is right. It is very crazy. Again, we need backstory. We need backstory about this so-called ghost.
The footage shows the bowl apparently emerging from a painting hanging on the bakery wall. The object materializes in a way that defies logical explanation. No customers or staff members were near the painting when this occurred. Morgan.
That's what they all say. That no one was around when this happened, when this occurred. Nobody knew, nobody saw, nobody did anything. Likely story.
Believed this was Harry's response to her throwing away the bowls, but the activity at Rock City Bakery wasn't finished.
No, someone definitely chucked it either at the ceiling and it hit the painting in just the right way like that, or they just threw it and it wasn't actually that hard, but yet the painting is so light it looks like it was chucked pretty hard, and then it just kind of like drew, here's a painting, here's the bowl, right, coming at the wall, but instead of hitting the wall it hits the painting, bop, and then falls right on the couch. So I don't believe it. I don't believe that was Harry. That was one of your employees or you.
Weeks later, during the late night hours, the security system captured something even more disturbing.
Alright, what is it?
Another object appears to emerge from a different painting in the bakery. This time, it's a soda can that materializes and falls to the floor.
That's kind of funny.
At the same moment, a plastic skeleton decoration also falls from its position. The timing of both events happening simultaneously suggests something was moving through the bakery.
Wait. For some reason that was funny.
The timing of both events happening simultaneously suggests something.
Why did this just like pop out? What the fuck? That's just so fucking random. Wait, hold on. I gotta look closer at this.
Also falls from its position. The timing of both events happening simultaneously suggests something.
Alright, so it comes out of right here. A little left to this one.
Was
a little left to this one right here. It comes out of here.
From its position. The timing of both events happening simultaneously suggests something.
No, it comes right out of the one. But what is this? I mean, it does look like it comes out of the painting, but I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess someone could actually be behind this piano because it looks like there is some room, right? So someone's behind the piano. And then there's something right here. See this white thing? Someone's hand could literally be behind it and pushing out like the soda can. So it looks like doing a little flick, you know? So it looks like it's coming out of the painting when in reality it's not. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me.
Was moving through the bakery. Morgan shared both videos online.
Oh. But then also this
at the same moment, a plastic skeleton decoration also falls from.
I mean, the skeleton fell from right there.
Plastic skeleton decoration also
Okay, it falls from right here. The skeleton falls from, I'm not sure what this is, but it was on top of it. And the skeleton looks like it could be knocked over with any amount of force. Even the slightest push or tug with a little string, it'll fall right down. So it could have been tied to any of its limbs, like a string, and someone off camera pulled it off, right? They pulled it off right as soon as whoever threw the can in the air. Behind this white thing, they did a very good job on that. I gotta say they did a very good job. But I don't believe it. I don't think it's Harry. I don't think it's a ghost. Though, Ratbot, how would you debunk these yourself?
Perfect. No notes.
Thank you. He agrees with me. I debunked it just correctly and 100%. So no notes were needed. Exactly. Thank you, Ratbots. I feel we're on the same wavelength now. Fun times. Fun times.
Another object appears to emerge from a different painting in the bakery. This time, it's a soda can that materializes and falls to the floor. At the same moment, a plastic skeleton decoration also falls from its position. The timing of both events happening simultaneously suggests something was moving through the bakery. Morgan shared both videos online hoping someone could provide an explanation. No one has been able to explain how objects appear to phase through solid paintings. And the staff at Rock City Bakery continue to work alongside whatever Harry is, but these two incidents remain the most unsettling footage ever captured at the location.
I mean, I just told you. Exactly, I debunked it all just for you, so you know there's no paranormal thing there, there's no haunting, there is no Harry. But yeah, I do like how y'all did this stuff though. Y'all went above and beyond for some of this, so I applaud you on that. I do. But is it spooky? No, not at all. So unfortunately with that, I'm gonna have to give you a 1 out of 5 Oogie Boogies. It's just not spooky. I don't know. And I debunked it. I debunked it all. It didn't give me goosebumps. It didn't like make me go like, oh my god. That made my heart race, you know? Which is a shame, but you did put a lot of effort into it, so I'll give you that. Alright, bot, what do you rate this?
Scratch that. Reverse it.
What in the fuck do you mean? Scratch it and reverse it. I guess he's just not gonna rate this one. I don't know. Or he agrees with me. At this point, who knows? But that was 3 spooky videos to, I guess, keep you up at night or caught on camera. Although, unfortunately, they weren't that spooky this time around. Hopefully, next videos will be pretty spooky and, you know, give us some of them goosebumps. But oh well, let me know what y'all rated these videos down below in the comments. And yeah, with that. But anyway, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. And with that, like it, dislike it, but at least subscribe.